discussed about guarantee and surety, unsay difference sa anang duha, nag-discuss ta sa mga rights sa usa ka guarantor as well as mga obligations sa usa ka guarantor. We also discussed the difference between the guarantee and surety. And before ta nag-discuss about guarantee, nag-discuss also ta sa mga remaining parts sa letter of credit. Now, we will discuss the remaining topics sa guarantee. Pero as I go over with the PowerPoint presentation, murag na-cover na gid pud nato ni siya last time. Pero sige lang, ato lang gyapon siyang pangbasahon for this afternoon. Then, we will proceed with the basic lang sa of mortgage. Okay? Para dili mo ma-overwhelm. So, mao na ang direction for this afternoon. Okay? So, kinsay gusto magbasa aning first slide, no? Si 3E Labrador April.
Good afternoon, ma'am. Madungog ko, ma'am.
So,
Legal Procedure Article 2062. When a creditor sues a debtor, they should ask the court to notify the guarantor of the action. This allow the guarantor to appear in court and present their legal defenses. Even if a judgment is made against the debtor, the guarantor's right to execution remains protected as long as they follow the steps above. The rights and liabilities of guarantors under obligations, focusing on the benefit of division, benefit of execution, and the effects of compromise and extensions of time. Thank you, ma'am.
thank you, Labrador. So, okay. When a creditor sues a debtor, no, ay kabalo mo class ma-distract ko kay kana ganing na ay nako i-admit gani. So di mo pud ko kabalo sa on pag-add og kanang kinsa gusto mag-volunteer diri para siya na lang mag-add sa mga tawag ani gusto pa mo pasok. So na lang dagan ko mag-admit ko while nag-discuss while nagkuan. So anyway, sige lang, gamay lang na siya. Kaya na ko na. Kaya din ako ang mga client sa lima ka munisipyo. Anyway, when a creditor sues a debtor, kung iyang ang usa ka creditor kasuhan niya ang usa ka nangutang, no? They should ask the court to notify the guarantor to the action. So kailangan kung magkaso, in other words, kung magkaso ang creditor, no, sa debtor kanang ilahang transaction kina ay guarantor na involved, no? Kailangan apilon pod sa ni creditor sa kaso ang guarantor. Mo gani nang ko sa inyo last time na being a guarantor is not a privilege. It is an obligation. No, dili na siya honor. It is not an honor. It is an obligation. So, kung di makabayad ng debtor, na gusto maningil sa creditor, maapil ka sa kaso. Okay? This allows the guarantor to appear in court and present their legal defenses. So, although nakasuhan ka, civil case lang naman, di man criminal case, dili ka makulong, di mo need magpiyansa, no? Kaya lang, syempre, hassle pa rin kasi may kaso ka, civil case na lang. So even if a judgment is made against the guarantor's right to extortion remains protected as long as they follow the steps above. So yung na-discuss na to previously, itong trabaho sa usa ka guarantor na itudlo sa creditor tong mga unsa pa tong mga properties ni debtor, no? So naagyapon din na ang mga rights or ang right to extortion, no, ni guarantor. The rights and liabilities of guarantors under obligations focusing on the benefit of division, benefit of extortion, and effects of compromise and extension of time. So, protected siya when tumingon tag effects of compromise, when we say compromise, nagkaroon ng kasunduan. No? Nagsettle. Okay? Kung sa, diri pa sa kapal, nagsettle. Nagsettle sila, ma'am. Oo, nagsettle. No? So, next. I'm sorry. Si Relion 3E.
Hello, ma'am. Good afternoon po.
Good afternoon.
When there are several guarantors for the one debtor in the same debt, the obligation is generally divided among them, meaning each guarantor is liable only for their proportionate share benefit of division unless they expressly agreed to the solidarily liable or renounce this benefit. If they are solidarily guarantors, sureties, the
Sureties.
sureties, the creditor may demand the entire debt from any one of them. If guarantors secure different debtors, each guarantor may still be held liable for one entire obligation since their liabilities are based on separate ties. Thank you,
Okay.
ma'am.
When there are several guarantors for one debtor, daghan og guarantor sa usa ka utang, for example, no? Sa usa ka nangutang, then for example, ako, si Rayon ang nangutang. Tapos naa siya'y guarantor, ako o si Yabes iyang guarantor. So, ang iyang utang kay creditor is nasa 1 million. So, kung duha ang guarantor ni Rayon, tama ang Rayon, duha ang guarantor ni Rayon, ako o si Yabes. So, magtunga ni joint, ang amo ang obligation, general rule is that joint obligation. So, ibig sabihin, sa 1 million na utang ni Rayon, kami ang guarantor ni Rayon, kami ni Yabes, 500,000 ni Yabes. Okay? So, exception, if they expressly agreed to be solidarily liable or renounce this benefit. Pero, exception, okay? But ang general rule is joint. So, 500K. Ang exception is solidary, no? Ibig sabihin, nagsabot ni Yabes na ang amo ang as guarantors, solidary ang obligation. Sabuton na mo ang tibuok 1 million kung kinsa man ang singlon sa mo as guarantor. Okay? If they are solidary guarantors or mga surety sila, the creditor may demand the entire debt from any of them. So, di ba, pag ningon kag solidary, one for all for one. So, kami ni, ano, ang naging, imbis na guarantee siya, kasi di ba anak ko, ang surety is a special type of guarantee. Sa surety lang, all for one for all. Pwede ka maningil, equal, pareha sila first owner, no? Ito kung explanation sa inyo last time. Pareha sila og liability. So, if that is the case, then kung mahimo ning kung solidary ang among obligations as guarantor, no, with respect sa utang ni Rayon, then ano ni tawag ani, pwede maningil sa mua ang creditor either sa amo ang tulo sa doon sa buong 1 million. Kaya solidary man ni. And if solidary ang obligation, in other words, ang inyong contract na di-enter is surety. Okay? Surety na siya. Kasi, um, ano man na, solidary naman inyong obligation, gilibog na gud mo sa kuan class, basta solidary ang liability sa guarantors, no? Ano na lang para dali ma-remember. Pag solidary, general rule, ang liability sa guarantors kay joint. Ibig sabihin, tunga ay ta. Kunyari, daghan ang guarantors, equal ang ato ang sharing. Okay, equal. Tunga ta. Pero, kung ingon silang solidary ang liability, so ibig sabihin, pwede sinilo ni creditor ang buong obligation doon sa mga guarantors, no? Either sa kanila. So, since ganyan man yung liability, solidary, edi ang inyong gisudlan na kontrata is surety. Okay? So, ana lang na siya. Next, si Yabes from 3E.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Ano,
A guarantor is entitled to the benefit of execution, meaning the creditor must first exhaust the properties of the principal debtor before proceeding against the guarantor. Provided the guarantor is properly notified, and raises this defense on time. Failure to appear after notice prevents the guarantor from questioning the judgment later. A compromise between the creditor and principal debtor benefits the guarantor if it reduces the debt, but does not prejudice the guarantor if it increases the obligation. A compromise between the creditor and guarantor may benefit the principal debtor if favorable but cannot bind or prejudice the debtor without consent. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. So, a guarantor is entitled to the benefit of exclusion. So, balik na lang natin, hindi pa na-discuss. The creditor must first exhaust the properties of the principal debtor before proceeding against the guarantor. So, discuss na po na ito na last time, no? Provided the guarantor is properly notified and raises this defense of time. So, kailangan notified, informed ang guarantor maningil na si creditor, no, dito sa utang. E di adto na siya dito sa debtor, wala kabayad ang debtor, di dagan na siya kay guarantor. Dapat notified ang guarantor. Okay? Pero what if nagkaroon og sabot or compromise, kasabutan or settle? Nagsettle ang mga partido, ang creditor ug ang debtor. So kung nagsettle sila, for example, 1 million ang original utang na nako kay Yabes. Tapos ang guarantor kay si Ikeda, no? Tapos nag-agree na ni Yabes na okay, 700 na lang 1,000 ang bayari sa ako at charm. So nagsettle ni Ana. So it will also benefit the guarantor, no? So, yan, nagbayad na kung kuan, nagbayad na 700,000. O nagsabot, nagsettle na mi. So, inyo ang problema, creditor o debtor, dili na namabot sa guarantor. Makabenepisyo ang guarantor, kaya nagsettle man mo, nagkasundo man mo. Okay? Dili na ma-prejudice, no? Ang usa ka guarantor. Kaya nagkaroon na og settlement between the creditor and the debtor. Okay. Next. Ikeda, 3B.
Yes, ma'am. Good
Okay.
afternoon.
Good afternoon.
If the creditor grants an extension of time to the principal debtor without the guarantor's consent, the guarantee is extinguished since such extension prejudices the guarantor. However, mere delay in demanding payment does not automatically mean an extension of time. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. So if the creditor grants an extension of time to the principal debtor without the guarantor's consent, the guarantee is extinguished since such extension prejudices the guarantor. Unsa wala ko gets ma'am. Sige, magkakatag-example. No. Ang nasabutan na deadline sa pagbayad ng utang is March 1. Okay? Tapos, i-extend pa ni creditor. Tagaan pa niya chance ang debtor. No? Na imo na natin April 1. Kaya wala na inform ang guarantor about it. No? So, kanado nga situation, pwede ma-extinguish, pwede na ma-out sa utang ang guarantor. Ma-out na siya sa utang plus wala siya na-inform na ma-extend pa. So, imbis na sa lang feeling, shit, March 1 na, no? Graduate na ko sa utang, wala na ko obligation. Wala man naningi sa kuha ang kuan, no? Wala man niduol sa kuha ang creditor. So, natay presumption na nabayad na ni debtor. Kay March 1 good ang deadline sa utang. So, dapat extinguish na on this part. Kaya ang nasabutan, March 1 ang deadline, ang period, no? Wala man. Gi-extend pa man sa creditor. Wala na inform ang guarantor, gi-extend pa. In that case, ma-extinguish na ang contract of guarantee with respect to that guarantor. Okay? However, mere delay in demanding payment does not automatically mean an extension of time. Kanang klaro nga extend ba? Natagaan pa hangtod April. Imbis na ang inyong na-agree sa kontrata, nabayaran ng utang March 1, i-extend pa gid April. Ang pamagod ni class, kay gi-add pa nimo ang burden on the part of the guarantor na imbis mo graduate na siya sa iyang utang sa March 1, gi-extend pa ang time for another month. and wala siya na-inform. So, kana, unfair na on the part of the guarantor. Okay? Next, contract. 3E.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon.
Rights of the guarantor against the debtor. When a guarantor pays the creditor, they have two primary rights against the principal debtor. Right to indemnity. The guarantor must be reimbursed for the total amount of debt. Legal interest from the time the payment was made known to the debtor. Expenses incurred after notifying the debtor of the payment demand. Damages, if applicable. Right to subrogation. The guarantor steps into the shoes of the creditor, acquiring all the rights the creditor had against the debtor, including mortgages or holdover other guarantors. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. So, rights of the guarantor against the debtor. Okay, nanata diri sa presumption na ang guarantor ang nagbayad sa utang. So, walay pambayad ang debtor, ha? So, unsa man niyang mga rights? So, right to indemnity, right na mabayaran, ma-reimburse. Mo lang na ang indemnity ang legal na term niya, pero ang yang Bisaya ay mabayaran, no? So, since ang guarantor ang nagbayad sa utang ni debtor, no? So, na siya right na mabayaran po siya sa iyang pagsalo sa utang. So, ang iyang paninglon is si debtor. So, common sense lang, ha? Common sense lang yan. Legal interest from the time the payment was made known to the debtor. So, dapat ang legal interest po. Expenses incurred after notifying the debtor of the payment demand. So, dapat bayaran po siya dito sa mga expenses na na-incur niya, sa mga expenses na incur niya in complying o pagbayad sa obligations, no? And damages if applicable. Kunyari, nagbayad siya mga interest, mga surcharge, mga penalties, bayaran po na dapat ni debtor. Ang point is, kung sa gibayaran ni guarantor to creditor, mapod na ang dapat bayaran ni debtor kay guarantor. Okay? So, right to subrogation, the guarantor steps into the shoes of the creditor, acquiring all rights of the creditor had against the debtor, including mortgages or holdover other guarantors. So, kung sa itong mga karapatan na naa ang creditor, no, mapod ko ang magiging karapatan sa usa ka guarantor after the guarantor paid the obligations of the debtor. No, after gisalo sa guarantor ang mga obligasyon sa usa ka debtor, then, no, after niya gisalo, tanang karapatan nga naang creditor, makuha po na siya sa usa ka guarantor. Next, Negrillo, 3D.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Afternoon.
Importance, exceptions, and rules. Payments without notice. If the guarantor pays without notifying the debtor can use any defenses against the guarantor that they could have used against the creditor. Example, the debt was already paid. Double payment. If both the guarantor and debtor pay the creditor because they didn't communicate, the guarantor generally has no remedy against the debtor and must seek recovery from the creditor instead. Apelan pa ang next ma'am, dili na. For payment.
Wag na lang muna. Kana lang. Para dagdag
Okay, sige ma'am. Thank you.
Okay. So, payment without notice. If the guarantor pays, bayad ang guarantor without notifying the debtor can use any defenses against the guarantor. So, for example, wala, nagbayad-bayad lang o pinapalit ang guarantor, no? Wala niya ginform po ang debtor. Okay, kanipod si guarantor, wala siya kabalo, nanabi siya right of exhaustion, no? Ibayaran ra po niya diretsyo. Niya, nagbayad po ang debtor, nagkaroon ng double payment, no? So, niya, maningil si guarantor kay debtor, tapos i-raise ni debtor as yung objection, no? Na, kay guarantor, nakabayad na ako kay creditor. So, ayaw na kong paningla. Kung gusto ka, di ko na kay creditor maningil. Kaya ako, nagbayad na dyan ko. So, double payment if both the guarantor and debtor pay the creditor because they didn't communicate, the guarantor generally has more than given the debtor. Okay? Ang yang remedy, ang yang dapat bukuron ang creditor. Kaya ang creditor man ang nag-receive ang unjust enrichment. Siya man itong sa iya mata nagkaroon of double payment. So, dito siya dapat mo bukod. Okay? Next. Beverly Kabulaw. Unsang section ka Kabulaw?
Good afternoon po, ma'am. 3E po, ma'am.
Okay.
Action before payment, usually a guarantor cannot sue the debtor until they have paid. However, Article 2071 allows them to sue for release or security before payment if they are sued for payment, the debtor becomes insolvent or intends to abscond.
Abscond.
Once abscond,
Mm.
the debt becomes demandable or a fixed period, usually 10 years has lapsed. Thank you po, ma'am.
Thank you. So, action before payment. Ay, sorry na, lobat ako. Usually, a guarantor cannot sue the debtor unless they have paid. However, Article 20 allows them to sue for release or security before payment if they are sued for payment, the debtor becomes insolvent or intends to abscond, the debt becomes demandable, or a fixed period for a fixed period before 10 years has lapsed. So, sorry ha, parang hindi lang yan. So, usually, ang guarantor cannot sue the debtor, no? Unless nagbayad na, di salo na ni guarantor ang obligations. Pero, what if wala pa nagbayad si guarantor, wala pa niya gisalo ang obligation sa usa ka debtor, no? Nabagya po'y karapatan na kuan magkaso na dayon si guarantor kay debtor maski wala pa gyud niya gisalo ang obligation na aplas. Like number 1, kani pinaka-best na example if naging insolvent siya or naa siya intention na matakas. Kung na kayo mga first-hand information, na kayo mga advanced na information, na ay possibility na matakas ang debtor, no? So, and ikaw na lang maiwan din probably, mudu sa imo na maningil ang creditor, no? Maski pag i-exercise mo ang mong right or benefit of exclusion, hindi na nimo ma-exercise kasi nagtago na ang debtor, in that case, pwede na mag-file o kaso ang guarantor, no? Pwede na siya mag-file of civil case. Specific performance. Next. Alcazar from section 3E.
Good afternoon, ma'am. Effects of guarantee between co-guarantors. When there are multiple guarantors for the same debtor and debt. Proportional liability. The obligation is joint. Each guarantor is only liable for their proportionate share. Right to contribution. If one guarantor pays the entire debt due to judicial demand or the debtor's insolvency, they can demand that the other co-guarantors reimburse their respective shares. Insolvency of a co-guarantor. If one co-guarantor is insolvent, their share is spread proportionally among the remaining solvent guarantors, including the one who paid. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. So, effects of guarantee between co-guarantors. Proportional liability, the obligation, again, a general rule, the obligation is joint. Equal, no? Kung 8 mo kung 10 mo kabuok ang utang na, kaya, ano na lang, kung duwa mo ka co-guarantors, over a 1 million debt, sa 500,000 din mo. Okay? So, proportionate share. Right to contribution is one guarantor pays the entire debt, no? Due to judicial demand or debtor's insolvency, naanay court decision na judicial demand, naanay court decision na ang guarantor should pay or the guarantor should pay the utang, no? They can demand the other co-guarantors. So, ang isa ka guarantors, gisalo niya to, gibayaran niyang 1 million. So, the guarantor who paid, katong nagbayad, pwede siya mag-demand, maningil, to the other co-guarantors, no, para ma-reimburse, no, sa ilang mga respective shares. So, for example, ang duwa mi kabuk ni Tabalanza, 500,000 ni. So, ako saan nagbayad, kung wala siya kwarta, pwede ko maningil kay Tabalanza sa 500,000 niyang proportionate share dito sa akong gisalo na utang. Yeah. Next. Tabalanza from section 3E.
Good afternoon, ma'am. Dynamics between co-guarantors and sub-guarantors. They use an illustration involving Guzman, Fernan, and Beluki to explain liability. Proportional liability. Normally, the obligation is divided. If Guzman pays a total debt of 9,000, he can demand 3,000 each from Fernan and Beluki. Insolvency impact. If a co-guarantor, Fernan, is insolvent, his share is borne the remaining solvent guarantors. In this case, Guzman called the demand 4,500 from Beluki. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, so ako na lang na-explain ha. Kaganina, same lang na. Kanina scenario, tulo lang pa persons involved. So kung example kaganina, 2 ka persons involved. So sa luon sa isa ka guarantor ang obligation, then pwede siya maningil dito sa iyang mga co-guarantors. No? Next, Escoro. Escoro is section
3D po, ma'am.
D. Okay.
Defenses co-guarantors can use defenses against the paying guarantor that the debtor could have used against the creditor, but they cannot use defenses personal to the debtor such as minority. Sub-guarantor. A sub-guarantor is responsible to co-guarantors if the specific guarantor they back becomes insolvent. For instance, if peer sub-guarantors Beluki and Beluki becomes insolvent, peer becomes liable for Beluki's share.
So, nanapoy bagong personality. So, ang defenses sa usa ka co-guarantor is yung mga fraud, prescription, ibig sabihin, nag-prescribe na, tapos na yung utang, previous payment, nabayaran na. So, muna ang pwede i-invoke or gamiton sa usa ka guarantor ng mga depensa in case na paningin siya. But we cannot use defenses which are personal to the debtor, such as minority. So, bilhin mo, for example, ako o si Swiko, mga co-guarantors ni, namingon si Swiko nga, dili makabayad si Swiko kay minor siya. Nga gamito na ko na siya nga defense na ko. Ako charm, na si Swiko kay minor. So, ay, dili ka pwede maningil sa ako kay minor si Swiko. Ang ako alang bayaran kay kami lang dapat. So, dili pwede ana. Kung paninglan lang ko, kaming duha, no? Ni Swiko, 1 million ang utang, so tag 500k ni, here comes the creditor na gusto maningil, so ang obligation jud nako kay bayaran nako ang goal, then maningil na lang ko sa proportionate share ni Swiko, di ba? Kay joint man ni, so akong obligation jud is to pay the whole. Namingon ko nga, ay, dili ka pwede maningil sa kuha sa 500,000 ni Swiko kay minor si Swiko. Dili pwede. You cannot use the defense na minority because that defense is personal to Suico. Okay? So, mo nang gingon ni Bibigongan sa katungyang nag-statement siya sa sa Senate, siya kay Rizal Ontiveros. So, guilt is personal. Diba? So, mo po na siya, inaani po ang legal niya nga kuan. You cannot use the defense of minority kasi yung minority is personal to the co-guarantor. No? So, yun. So, sa loob yapon nimo ang share ni Suico as co-guarantor, maningil ka na lang sa co-guarantor nimo sa time na capable na siya of paying. Okay. A sub-guarantor is responsible to the co-guarantor if the specific guarantor they backed becomes insolvent. So, na ni siya. Guarantor. Napadod siya, kani siya nagpa-back up pag yun. Kaning si Lapis, nagpa-back up pag yun. Nagpa-sub-guarantor pag yun siya. Nailusalo sa iyaha ba? So in case, si Lapis, dili capable of paying, kani siya ang musalo sa iyaha. So, buwan lang siya musaka ba? No? So, mo na ang kuan sa sub-guarantor. Mo na ang konsepto sa sub-guarantor. Co-guarantors, same, equal mo. Kami mo salo sa utang sa usa ka debtor. So, mo si debtor, si issue. No? Tapos, kani si Lapis, nag-hire siya og sub-guarantor. In case dili siya kabayad, naa si cellphone nga mosalo sa ilaha. Ana yang konsepto. Okay? Next. Suico from section 3B.
Good afternoon, ma'am. Nature of obligation. Guarantee, an insurer of the solvency of the debtor. Suretyship, an insurer of the debt itself. Promise, agrees to pay if the principal cannot pay. Undertakes the debt shall be paid. Liability, subsidiary. The creditor must first proceed against the principal. Direct and primary, liable as soon as the principal defaults. Commitment, bound to pay only if the debtor is unable to do via due diligence. Binds themselves to perform if the principal does not, regardless of ability. Thank you po.
Okay, dili na ako ni-explain ha, kaya balik na lang taan. Sa sugod pa lang, ako anang i-distinguish niyo ang guarantee and suretyship. For the purposes of you studying the lesson, gamitan ninyong table, familiarize ninyo ni, para mas dali ninyo ma-absorb, no? Yung say difference sa guarantee, yung difference sa suretyship. Okay? So, katong kibasa ka ng Suico, na-explain na nato siya before pa sa the very start that we discuss about this topic. Okay? Next. Gamutan.
Good afternoon po, ma'am. Extinguishment of guarantee. A guarantee is an accessory obligation, meaning its existence depends on the main debt. It can be extinguished in two ways. First is indirectly, when the principal obligation is erased via payment, loss of the thing due, remission, etc. The guarantee dies with it. However, the death of the debtor does not extinguish the guarantee. The liability passes to the debtor's estate. Thank you po.
Okay. So, guarantee is an accessory obligation. So, dili na siya, explain na po na there is a contract of loan, then ay ang moto ang main, moto ang principal, then ang contract of guarantee, moto ang accessory. So, naalay po ang ganing, when the principal obligation is erased, the guarantee dies with it. So, di ba, kung mamatay ang principal obligation na, tawagan ni, na tapos na ang principal obligation, edi tapos na rin yung accessory obligation. Pero basig malibog mo, ma'am, the death of the debtor does not extinguish the guarantee. Oh, ano man ang ma'am, ano na kung pag mamatay ang debtor, dili din mamatay ang utang? Dili, no? Sa criminal class, sa criminal law, pag mamatay ang akusado, mamatay ang criminal liability. Ano man? Isa man inyong ikulong kung patay ng akusado. So, di ba? So, patay, criminal liability, mamatay po ang kaso. Okay? Wala naman kayo ikulong, wala naman kayo ipunish. Pero sa civil law, pag naay utang, no, namatay ang debtor. Namatay ang debtor, dili ba makits ang utang? No, dili makits ang utang. The liability, ang utang, no, mapasa dito sa debtor's estate. So, not to mention mga properties na nabilin. Estate ha, estate. Ibig sabihin, katong mga kabiling niya, mga, like, kung naman siya farm, kung naman siya building, kung naman siya money from the bank. So, dito, mo ito'y bukuron sa creditor. Okay? So, the civil liability, so, the death of the debtor does not extinguish the guarantee. Since buwit pa man ang principal obligation, pwede pa man niya buwit pa ang principal obligation. No? Pwede. Ang utang mapasa man dito sa debtor's estate. So, ibig sabihin, kung buwi pa ang principal obligation, buwi pa po ang contract of guarantee. Hindi pa mamatay. Okay? Mauni ang point. Hopefully, nag-gets ninyo ito. Okay? Pagamit ninyo sa real life. Okay? Thank you, Gamutan. So, next, si Vanessa Gomez from section
3D, ma'am.
3D. Sige.
For the directly, when the guarantor is released, even if the main debt still exists, this happens if the creditor releases the guarantor specifically. So the creditor and the debtor change the contract terms significantly or material alterations without the guarantor's consent, making the burden heavier. So the creditor accepts property, land, goods as payment. So if the creditor later loses the property due to the legal issues or evictions, the guarantor remains free.
Okay. So the guarantor is released even if the main debt still exists. This happens if the creditor releases the guarantor specifically. So ang say pasabot ani, the guarantor wala na daw siya obligation, no? Pero maski pa nag-exist pa ang utang, wala na obligation ang guarantor if the creditor, katong nagpautang, iyang di ko ano niya, kana okay na ka guarantor, di na ko maningil mo, okay na, bahala na ning utang nga ni. Ana, so mo na number 1 scenario. Number 2, creditor and debtor change the contract terms significantly without the guarantor's consent, making the burden heavier. So, giusab nilang ilang kontrata. Wala na inform ang guarantor. For example, extending the time of paying, no, from March 1, extend to April 1. Or from ang utang na 1 million, gimong 2 million. So those are material alteration. It makes, those alteration makes the burden heavier on the part of the guarantor. Then, pwede ma-release ang guarantor from the obligation. No? Lastly, the creditor accepts property, land, goods as payment. Even if the creditor later loses the property due to legal issues, the guarantor remains free. Tinanggap niya yung mga properties na yun as payment, no? Ibig sabihin, diyan ito gidawat as payment, release na ang guarantor from any obligation. Sumali siya. Okay? Mga situations na ma-release na ang guarantor from obligation. Next, Gubato, Section 3E.
Good afternoon po, ma'am.
Afternoon.
The nature of suretyship, solidarity liability, a surety is bound jointly and severally with the principal debtor. Their liability is direct, primarily and absolute. The difference, a guarantor is the insurer of the solvency of the debtor. They pay if the debtor cannot pay. A surety is the insurer of the debt. They pay if the debtor does not pay. Thank you po.
Okay, na-explain na nako niya, dili na nako ni sabon. So, a surety is bound jointly and severally. Sorry. So, a surety is bound jointly and severally. So, ibig sabihin, solidary ang ilang obligation, no, of surety, equal footing ang debtor of ang surety, no? So, pwede ang creditor maningil. So, equal footing man sila, para sila obligation, so pwede maningil o diretso ang creditor kay surety. Okay? So, hindi na napuno sa Google. Balik-balik na lang ha. Next, Revilleza.
Good afternoon, ma'am. Material alteration innovation for both guarantor and sureties. Any material alteration to the principal contract without their consent acts as a release. Novation for a new contract to replace an old one, extinguishing their original bond. The old and new obligation must be incompatible on very point. Minor changes if a change is merely formal and does not make the obligation more burdensome or change its legal effect, the surety or guarantor is not released. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, so na-explain na po na ko niyo unsa na mga material alteration, no? Something that would make the contract burdensome on the part of the guarantor and wala siya na-inform about it. So, ma-release na po ang guarantor to obligations. Pero kung minor lang ang changes, so may mga example sa minor changes, like i-change lang ninyo ang, alam mo yung mga spelling na gipangkambyo dito sa kontrata, no? Mga formal lang. Ibig sabihin formal, mga i-lisdan lang ba ninyo ang font from Arial to Times New Roman, pero same lang yapon ang punod sa kontrata. So, para mga minor lang na siya, it won't affect the obligations or liability of the guarantor. Next, Bernardino, 3E. Bernardino.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Okay.
So, benefit of division. Among multiple guarantors, the benefit of division usually applies, meaning each is only responsible for their share. However, if one guarantor is insolvent, the others must cover that share. If a creditor releases one guarantor without the other's consent, it may prejudice the remaining guarantors if one of them becomes insolvent. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. Benefit of division among multiple guarantors, the benefit of division usually applies, meaning each is only responsible for their share. However, if one guarantor is insolvent, the other must cover, okay, that share. So, muna kung tingin sa loon sa isa ka guarantor, kung insolvent ang usa ka co-guarantor. If a creditor releases one guarantor without the other's consent, it may prejudice the remaining guarantors if one of them becomes insolvent. Okay, so again, kung daghan og guarantors, no, proportionate ang ilahang responsibility and they must cover the obligations of the other guarantors who are or is insolvent. Next, Mahinay, 3D.
Good afternoon, ma'am. Extinguishment of guarantee. A guarantee is an accessory obligation that is typically terminated when the principal debt is extinguished. However, it can also be directly extinguished through specific actions.
Okay, what are those specific actions?
Release of Okay. Release of guarantor. A guarantor is released if the creditor specifically frees them from the obligation, even if the principal debt remains. Material alteration. Any agreement that essentially varies the terms of the principal contract without the guarantor's consent releases them from liability. This includes increasing the debt amount or substituting the principal debtor. Payment and property. If a creditor voluntarily accepts real or personal property as payment, the guarantor is released, even if the creditor is later evicted from that property. extension of time. Granting the debtor an extension of time to pay without the guarantor's consent extinguishes the guarantee. Loss of subrogation. Guarantors are released if the creditor performs an act that prevents the guarantor from being subrogated to the creditor's rights, mortgages, or preferences. Thank you, ma'am.
Kanita na-explain na lang ko earlier, di-compile lang siya, di-compress lang siya. Pero dili na nako na iusabon ha. Basta kanita na-discuss namin siya kanina. Next, si Amokay, 3B.
Afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon.
Rights and liability of multiple guarantors. When multiple guarantors exist for a single debt, they generally enjoy the benefit of division, meaning the debt is split among them. Release of one guarantor. If one guarantor is released without the consent of the others, the remaining guarantors benefit to the extent of the released guarantor's share. Insolvency. If one guarantor is insolvent, the others must bear their share. Thank you po, ma'am.
Na-explain na po na ko ni kanina, dili na na po iusabon. Okay? Next, Buliban, 3B.
Good afternoon po, ma'am.
Okay.
Defenses available to the guarantor. A guarantor can use all defenses inherent to the principal debt against the creditor. Personal defenses. While they can use defenses belonging to the debt, they cannot generally use defenses that are purely personal to the debtor. Payment without notice. If a guarantor pays the debt without notifying the debtor can enforce any defenses against the guarantor that could have been used against the original creditor at the time of payment. Thank you po, ma'am.
Hindi na po na-explain na po na kami kanina. Kung naminaw mo. Okay, dili na nakausaban. Next, Princess Jules, Cabaluna. From section, ano di ka Cabaluna? D, no?
Yes, ma'am. D.
Okay.
Legal and judicial bonds. Bonds required by law or judicial order are a special class of guarantee contracts. Qualifications. A bondsman must possess integrity, the capacity to bind themselves, and sufficient property to cover the obligation. Primary liability. Unlike regular guarantors, judicial bondsmen cannot demand exhaustion of the debtor's property, the benefit of execution, because their liability is considered primary and solitary.
Bonds. Bonds required by law or judicial order are a special class of guarantee contracts. Dili, wala kanin nila imagine, no? Pero ganin, for example, nakulong, bond kulong. So, naatay mga ginatawag na mga bonds person. So, naatay mga kaso diri nakulong, kay nagdula og manok, sabong ba, unauthorized, PD 1602 ang ilang kaso, illegal gambling. So, wala man sila kabayad, no? So, nagkuha sila og mga ginatawag na to bonds person. So, ang mga bonds person, sila ang isalo, nagbayad sa, ang piyansa is nasa mga around 30,000 pesos. So, sila ang nagbayad ng 30,000 pesos para ma-release, temporary, magkaroon ng temporary liberty ang katong mga nakakulong. So, mura, ganito sila, na-explain ako nito sa last na discussion na ang usa ka bonds person or piyansador ang tawag na to ana, is para po na sila mga guarantor. Like they promise na sila nagsalo sa bayad, di ba? Sa piyansa, sa akusado. At the same time, they also promise to the court na judge, pag kailangan niyo siya to attend the hearing, if ako siyang i-present. Okay? So, muna ang mga trabaho sa mga bonds person, bondsman, ang mga ginatawag na kumpiyansador. So, muna lang mga qualifications, they must have the integrity, they must have the capacity to bind themselves, so di dapat sila mga minor, sufficient property to cover the obligation, dapat na sila properties to pay the fianza, no? Primary liability, so although they are special type of guarantors, pero dili lang nila, special type man sila, dili lang nila ma-exercise yung benefit of exclusion. Alangan, bingon sila nga, napa may property kung mga nakakulong, katulang sa ang una, dili. Ikaw gani ang nag-promise na masali pa sa iyang kuan, iyang fianza, na dili po niya, dili po niya ma-process ang iyang pag-release, paggawa sa kulungan, because naaganit siya sa kulungan. So, ang kanilang mga bonds person, wala lang sila benefit of exclusion. Okay? Ilahang kuan is primary and solidary, no? With respect to the fianza na ilahang or bail na ilahang post or gibayad sa korte. And that's it for the contract of guarantee. No, I hope nakasabot mo, no? Habang may mga pangutana before ta mo proceed sa lain na pod na topic. Nga ba may mga questions about guarantee? We are so much on time sa ato ang discussion. No? I'm so proud. Wala ka na delay. Mag-discuss lang ta a little bit about mortgage. Dili kayo na to tawag. Dili na to hudoton para dili mo ma-overwhelm. Wapo kayo ang PowerPoint presentation sa group 4, no? Ganito sila para paan. Cute kayo lang presentation and it's very complete. No? Okay. So, we will now proceed with mortgage. Okay? So, doon kayo magnapunan sa COA Plus. No? Nag-start with, nag-discuss about guarantee, surety, letters of credit, we also discuss about sales, no? Pero we will discuss about mortgage. Mortgage. So, sa mga mortgage, the Angela Flores from section 3B.
Good afternoon, ma'am. A mortgage is a contract whereby the debtor secures to the creditor the fulfillment of the principal obligation by subjecting the debtor's immovable property or his real rights over immovable property as a security such that when the principal obligation is not paid on due date, said property may be sold in the proceeds used to settle the entire obligation. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. So, a mortgage is a contract whereby the debtor secures to the creditor the fulfillment of a principal obligation by subjecting debtor's immovable property or his real rights over immovable property as security, such that when the principal obligation is not paid on due date, said property may be sold and the proceeds used to settle the entire obligation. Ang akong napansin, class, sa real life, no? Parang mo adto sa office para magpa-legal advice. Ang ilang term usually kay, ma'am, ako ang giprenda, ang ako ang mga niyog. No? Ma'am, ako ang giprenda, ang ako ang ang ako ang yuta. Kay na ako'y utang sa iyaha, nangutang ko 60,000 pesos, giprenda nang ko akong mga niyog. So, inutana, murag yung kung ang kaning sa mortgage, no? I think my experience sa inyong mga parents na nangutang, no? Or na may mga properties diri sa Davao del Norte, inyuhang giprenda ang yuta. Okay? Kapag ito madunggan na term na prenda palit, so, sige, maglibog pa ko kay prenda, inya palit. Kay palit means gibaligya ninyo, di ba? Lain man ang prenda, lain po ang palit. So, mo na siya class, no? So, ang mortgage, usa na siya kakontrata. Kung saan, ang debtor, nangutang ang debtor, no? Gusto niya, kampante ang creditor sa iyahan na magpautang. So, secures to the creditor the fulfillment of a principal obligation by subjecting the debtor's immovable property or his real rights over immovable property as security, such that when the principal obligation is not paid on due date, said property may be sold and the proceeds used to settle the entire obligation. So parang mangutang ko kay creditor, mangutang ko siya 1 million, ako aning iprinda, himuon akong security sa utang, ning ako ang yuta diri sa kabayo. Okay? Para kampante yun ang creditor na in case dili ko makabayad sa ako ang principal obligation, kaning yuta ani ang ako ang gamiton. Ako ning ibaligya para ang proceeds ani, ang mahaling aning yuta ani, maoy akong ibayad sa ako ang giutangan. So, mao na ang mortgage, prinda or sala. Okay? So, next, Sway Bagyo.
Good evening, ma'am. Mortgage. A mortgage is also referred to as a real estate mortgage of simple real mortgage. Only immovable and alienable real estate imposed upon immovable may be the object of the contract of the real mortgage. Thank you, ma'am.
So, mortgage is also referred to as real estate mortgage or simply real mortgage. So, daghan siya mga pangalan, mortgage, real estate mortgage, real mortgage. So, only immovable and alienable real rights imposed upon immovable may be the object of a contract of real mortgage. So, katulong mga immovable, no? Like yuta, coconut trees, building, sila, ang pwede na ito ma-subject or ma-subject to a real estate mortgage. Alienable real rights. So, alienable, ibig sabihin pwede ma-dispose. No? So, yun yung mga pwedeng maging object, no, sa usa ka contract of mortgage. Next, Pok Jin from Section 3E.
Good evening, ma'am. A mortgage is a real accessory and subsidiary contract which is unilateral in nature, as it creates an obligation on the part of the creditor to release the property from the encumbrance once the obligation is fulfilled by the debtor.
Okay. So, a mortgage is a real, accessory, and subsidiary contract. No? So, real siya because what is involved here is a real property. Accessory siya because the principal obligation is the contract of loan. Na principal contract, Na principal contract which is yung utang. So, gigamit, accessory lang ni siya kay ato lang iprinda ba ang yuta kay para kita makautang. So, accessory contract siya. Subsidiary, ibig sabihin there's a principal contract, then there is pang subsidiary, second lang siya na contract. No? Walang contract of mortgage or real estate mortgage or real mortgage if walay contract of loan. Okay? Bona siya. So, it creates an obligation on the part of the creditor to release the property from the encumbrance once the obligation is fulfilled by the debtor. So, ang trabaho na kay creditor, kay mura ganin ni siya kani, no? Mura siya libro ba, giipit ni mo ni siya kay tawag ani, ipito na ko ni siya kay pautangon sa nako si debtor. So, i-release lang nako ni once makabayad na. Okay? I-release lang nako ning yutaan ni once makabayad na yun ang debtor. Okay? Next. Manggol. Manggol is section. Si Manggol kay section.
3D po, ma'am.
3D, okay.
Mortgage. A mortgage does not involve a transfer, cession, or conveyance of property but only constitute a lien thereon. It gives the mortgage no right or claim to the possession of the property, and therefore a mere mortgage has no right to eject an occupant of the property mortgage.
Okay. So, naatay sa real mortgage or real estate mortgage na duwa ka tao diya, si mortgagor o si mortgagee. Si mortgagor mo itong nagprinda. Siya ang nagprinda, siya ang ginatsapod ang debtor sa principal na contract. Siya ang nangutang. Ba? Siya si mortgagor. Si mortgagee naman, siya yung tumanggap ng prenda. Okay? E di, since siya ang tumanggap ng prenda, e di siya yung nagpautang. Okay? So, muna, dua ka character, si mortgagor and si mortgagee. So, ang mortgage, kaya di ba, giipit lang man nato siya. Ipit lang man nato. Ato lang ni siyang i-release once na makabayad na siya sa principal obligation. So, wala, so ibig sabihin, giipit lang man mo siya, di mo lang man nato siyang security sa pagpautang. It does not involve a transfer of property. So, wala na transfer ang yuta dito sa creditor. Okay? One naman siya, security lang naman siya. Okay? Security lang man siya sa utang. So, walay cession, walay transfer, walay conveyance. Walay delivery, walay transfer. Okay? So, dili ibig sabihin, kay giprinda ni mo ang property, ang nanag-iya na ato kay ang creditor. Hindi ganon. Okay? Again, digamit lang ni mo ang property as security for the debt. Okay? It gives the mortgagee no right or claim to the possession of the property. Okay? So, dili siya pwede maghari-hari sa yuta. Kay dili pa man siya ang owner. Security lang ni siya para sa debt or sa utang. Wala po ibig sabihin kung wala na transfer ang yuta sa creditor, no? Wala po siya karapatan so dili siya owner. So, wala siya karapatan po magpahawa, no right to eject an occupant, no, dito sa property na dependa. Okay? Again, security lang siya for the debt. Para releasan ka kag kwarta, taga iko security sa pagpautang, which is kanang yuta. Next, si Jello Suway Bagyo. Di ka sa Suway Bagyo din mo. Ay, si Manggol yung section
3D po, ma'am.
3D. Okay, si Suway Bagyo Jello.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening.
3E po, ma'am.
3E. 3D ang isa pa sa sige.
A mortgage may be voluntary, that is agreed to between the parties or constituted by the will of the owner of the property on which it is created. Legal, that is required by law to be executed in favor of certain person, or equitable, that is lack the proper formalities or other requisites of the mortgage set forth under the law, but reveals the intention of the parties to burden real property as a secure for a debt.
Okay? So, kanina slide, dinadiscuss lang niya kung saan mga klase-klase ng mortgage. We have the voluntary mortgage, the legal mortgage, and the equitable mortgage. Voluntary, which is more usually ang common. Tanang partidos agreed to enter into a contract of real mortgage. No? Kasunduan, kasunduan sa legislata. Legal is required by law to be executed in favor of a certain person. So, ma-discuss natin siya later. Equitable, it is also a type of mortgage na wala siya atong mga proper na mga formalities in a contract of mortgage, pero it reveals dili kompleto yung mga mga formalities sa contract, wala mga witnesses, dili siya written, pero based sa ilang naaglingan, it reveals that ang ilang intention is to enter into a contract of mortgage. So, mo na ginatawag itong equitable mortgage na later on, pa-discuss na to. Okay. Daligdig, Clarence.
Good evening, ma'am.
Okay.
Future property cannot be the object of a contract of mortgage.
So, one-liner lang, no? Pero ikaw na lang sa sunod. Okay? Para di ko kayo diyan ng ubang classmate, no? Future property cannot be the object of a contract of mortgage. Nga naman. Kasi di ba, kaya ta mag-contract of mortgage kay para pautangon ta ni creditor. Para pautangon ta ni creditor, kailangan ako magprenda og property. Dapat na ako'y maipakita sa ilaha as security sa utang. Eh, future property, wala ko'y magpakita kay future pa man. No? Something na dili pa imuha, so dili jud na siya mahimong contract or magiging object sa usa ka contract of mortgage. Okay, next. Okay, ikaw ani daligdig.
The mortgagor cannot legally mortgage any property he or she did not yet own, so as stipulation in a contract of mortgage whereby the mortgagor also constituted or mortgage on any other property he or she then might have and those he or she might acquire in the future in favor of the mortgage, and her assignees do not constitute a valid mortgage on the properties acquired subsequent to the constitution of the mortgage. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. Pasensya na, kay samo ang part mo kung nagbisaba, murag na nagapasounds. Nadungog din mo, class. Sorry kaayo, ha. Na-distract ko silang music, class. So, amo, okay, ano na lang, mag-stop na lang sa diri sa slide 8, then mag-continue, no. Wait lang ha. Isaba kayo sila. Sige, dili na lang siya tayo mag-stop sa slide 8. Ako na lang silang pabadlungon next time, no? Saba. Class, dili ta mag-start with slide 8. Mortgage. Wala magud na ko sila na warningan ahead of time. So,